The Hearst Center for the Arts is always getting in new exhibits. Here are 2 exhibits you are able to enjoy through the beginning of next year.
Here at the Hearst Center, we had a tremendous opportunity to meet and greet the artist for this exhibition. Her name is Sherry Huber Otting, and her exhibition is entitled Looking Up, A Plant's Eye View, Photography by Sherry Huber Otting. She was able to tell us at length kind of her artist statement, if you will, her mission. And what she wants to do is to imagine what it's like for these prairie flowers, these plants, to have a voice. She gives them that voice. We've got milkweed, we've got wildflowers everywhere, and typically you don't think of them as beautiful. You may look beyond them for the more, I don't know, stately, typical, beautiful flowers, and yet here those flowers are actually the negative space. She uses special filters to focus on the common, everyday prairie flowers. And she actually has as counts as her influence Diane Arbus, very, very, very incredible artist, but she always photographed those who you wouldn't normally recognize or think of or see. And she thought those were just the most beautiful subjects. And so that's basically what Sherry Huber Otting is hoping to do with this show. You know, Sherry came to us from Illinois originally in 1976, moved to southern Iowa in 1981, and then, as fate would have it, she came to the University of Northern Iowa to pursue a photography degree. And her professor, Dan Powell, was so significant in her life that she has constantly thought of his work and how it's inspired her. He was her true mentor. So she has taken his vision and she's put it in a whole new light. Now, back in that time period, she was really into socially aware work, graffiti and the like, which, you know, held her attention as a young woman, as a college freshman and sophomore, junior and senior. Now, as she's into her more mature cycle, she is taking a real special look at nature. And when I talked to her last night, which was December 11th, Thursday night, I happened to talk about the fact that I see a connection between her work and the work of the Romantic artists and poets of the 18th and 19th centuries. And she'd said that was the first time that she'd thought of it in that light, but yes, it did resonate with her, because basically what she's doing is trying to create a whole new world based in the beauty of nature. We are thrilled to have the Lasansk collection here installed at the Hearst Center through January 25th, 2015. This particular exhibition is due to the kindness of local donors, the Corning family, Marty Olson, Geraldine LaRoque, Dr. Rolf F., and Lois A. Schaller-Cruz. Without the generosity of these kind donors, we would not have this beautiful collection on display now. What I love about, well, there's a lot of things I love about this exhibition, and right behind me, of course, Abraham Lincoln, the recognizable, iconic figure of all posterity. We just, of course, idolize this man. And how much more beautiful than to see him in an intaglio print. As a matter of fact, the intaglio print process goes way back to the Dutch Renaissance. Albrecht Dürer was the first one that I know of to actually begin this process, and of course it's been passed down from generation to generation. And Mauricio Lasansk, who was, he is now passed on, but who was so significant in the print world, the printmaking world, and he was a professor at the University of Iowa. He totally re-envisioned the whole entire printmaking process back in the 60s, 70s. And he just passed in the past couple of years. We've had his work here on display before, but now we've got all of the pieces out and we're just thrilled about it. You know, Mauricio Lasansk is just such an iconic figure in the art world. As a matter of fact, at one point, his image appeared, his actual self-portrait and doing his work appeared on the cover of Time magazine. So the man is highly celebrated in the art world and beyond. He has done significant things for the printmaking world, and yet this man, Mauricio Lasansk, had the infinite painstaking patience to make these gorgeous pieces. And what I love too about Mauricio Lasansk, in addition to his relentless patience and his beautiful vision, is the fact that he really highly revered not only his country and patriotism, but his family. Throughout this exhibition, if you walk through, you'll take in images of his own children. They're just gorgeous. They were his favorite models, and he always highly revered his large family. And as he continued to develop his art, he focused more and more on his children. We have a gorgeous piece of his daughter in a ballet tutu. And she was, 14 years of age. And to him, she was the most beautiful goddess in the world.
For more information on the Hearst Center for the Arts, visit their website at thehearst.org, where you can also see which films are being played during their film series this month and adult art classes that are offered throughout the year.